said that when you got home that day, she had taken all of her clothes but this one white dress. Please tell us about the white dress.
Oh, don't get me started. I get really emotional when I'm sharing this story. Here I am in a home, and everything felt cold, you know. And I walked into my children's bedrooms, and all of the beds were cleared, their clothes, and I went into the master bedroom and looked in the closet. The closet was completely empty except for one dress. It was a white dress that she would wear to preach at different places. I just started weeping and just threw myself prostrate on the floor and just began to cry out to God. I felt everything that I had known, everything I felt that I had, everything was gone, How do I recover from this? And I felt an inspiration. I walked to the closet and I pulled her dress from the closet there, from the hanger, placed it on the side of the bed that she would normally sleep.
Wow.
And I kept that dress there through the whole time. And I would pray over it in the morning, at night. If I woke up at 2:30 in the morning, I would turn over and just lay my hands on that dress and just begin to prophesy, to speak, that my wife would feel it once again, that she would be laying there once again.
Oh, Jesus.
And, and I remember one day that I was watching Christian television, and it was Mark Sharona that was on the television. And Mark Sharona was teaching, or he was speaking about his own testimony. And I had never heard this before, but he was just sharing how he had gone through a very dark place, and was depressed and so on and so forth. And he began to just share his testimony. That's where I was at the moment. And I really felt inspired in my heart to, I believe in sowing seeds. And I just felt in my heart to sow a seed toward his ministry. And I did that day. I just sowed a seed toward his ministry. That night, now mind you, from that point back, there was no persuading her. She didn't want to hear my voice, didn't want to see my face or anything. But that night, when I had picked up the phone and made that call and really sowed a seed in faith, at about 11:30 at night, the phone rings, and that's the first time she calls me. The very first time she calls me. And she says, the only way I'll go back, or I'll consider not coming back to me, but coming home, was if we went to counseling. She had tried to get me to go to counseling for 18 years, and I never felt there was any value in it. I was over here counseling people, but I felt that for me, well, you know, I didn't really see that there was any value.
Kind of like preaching to the choir.
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
And,
it's so interesting, because I'm sure that the things that she was saying to you, you were hearing from wives that you were counseling.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And they were doing it all wrong, but not you.
Not me. Not me. And I think that, you know, my wife mentioned here a few times, and maybe in a couple of programs, that she is a very strong woman. Her personality, which is a D personality, sometimes they don't have the ease in articulating emotion. They're more task-driven. And so she really didn't have that, I guess, in her to articulate emotionally what she was going through. She would just either get upset or shut down, completely shut down, not say a word. And so I just kind of let some days pass, and we would go back to normal, whatever normal was back then. So it was not till something drastic took place. Her walking away, her leaving, taking the children. And the thing about, and I want to stress this point because this is really important. Sometimes we care about what everyone else thinks so much, and we live our lives that way, that you know, it takes us a long time to reach a breaking point. It's not until we're real, no matter what. And I believe in discretion. I believe that's a character trait of discretion. But there comes a time where you have to be completely real and raw. This is it. I don't care what anybody thinks. And that's the position she took. She said, that's it. I'm not playing the paper, the role. I'm not doing that.
I'm not playing the little pastor wife, good.
No,
I'm not doing it no more.
And she says, and I don't care who finds out. And we needed that. We needed that rude awakening. We needed that radical, you know, real experience of just being put out there, and we got to the point where this is it, guys. This is who we are. This is what we're going through, and you either love us or you hate us. You're with us or you're not. And we thank God for the beautiful group of people that stayed with us and walked us through.
Like what you saw? Make sure to comment and like below. Hit that subscribe button for more content uploaded weekly.